Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I want to have a talk with y'all. I really want to have a talk with y'all about this government shutdown. I really want to have a talk with y'all about this government shutdown. And I really want y'all to pay attention to what's going on. For those who don't understand what's going on, like really pay full attention to what's going on. I know some of y'all really probably like sleep. Haven't even woken up compared to what's going on in front of you for real. Some of y'all really sleep for real. And that's why I'm about to get my point across so y'all can understand to what's going on. For those who don't understand, the ones understand, salute to y'all. Y'all know what's up. But anyway, we're gonna get back to this government shutdown, to what's going on. All right. They finna strip away healthcare for millions and millions of Americans. And also they finna strip away EBT for 2 million Americans that's finna go hungry. If you really pay attention to if you really pay attention to what's going on in front of you for real, it's finna be a lot of Americans that's finna go hungry because the government to the point where they made it to the point where they made it to the point, or actually what they decided or whatever, to the point where it's a lot of people, coming in from different countries, and they rigging the system. That's exactly what's going on. They actually rigging the system, which is coming in from another country, and they getting free help from the government to the point where the government wants the ones who sit back and don't go to work, don't do nothing, and also for the ones who coming from another nation, coming over here getting free assistance from American, getting free EBT, getting whatever you're supposed to get, whatever you get your kids and all that, getting that for real. And it's a lot of women out here that's rigging that system too. That's getting free food stamps for their kids, and these women can get up and go work. And that's what the government was looking at, to the point like, why is we giving all this assistance out and people can get up and go to work? You know what I mean? And shout out to the ones who get up and go to work every day from a 9 to 5. Shout out to y'all for real, because we's the ones to get up and pay for the ones that sit at home and don't do nothing. You know what I mean? We's the ones to get up and put the work in. The taxpayers do. We get up and do that and pay for the ones who sit back at home and talk shit. That's who we do it for. And the government get to the point where they're trying to slack down on that. Matter of fact, they is slack down, because I think they just passed a big beautiful bill or something like that for the gut these agencies or something like that, or whatever, to the point where it's a lot of millions and millions of people's finna go hungry, and also they finna shut down the food program assistance. You know what that? Because the food assistance programs was funded by the government. You know what I mean? Where people can go to pantries and get free food. So they finna get ready to shut that down too as well, because they feel like people can get up and go to work and make their everyday living life just by getting up, going to work, and not sitting at home and let the working people get up and pay for the people that sit at home, don't do nothing. You get what I'm saying? So we be the ones to get up and go to work and pay for the people that sit at home to get these assistance. You know what I mean? So that's something they trying to crack down on, and like I said, finna be a lot of people finna go hungry. A lot of people finna lose food assistance. A lot of people finna lose the government assisted program that where people can go in and get free food, get food bags. Where you see a lot of people in the line, getting the food. So that's something they finna shut down. So like it's finna be real for real. You know what I mean? It haven't kicked in yet. You know what I mean? But give it some time where people will start feeling the effect to what's going on. If you don't understand what's going on. And I'm here to let you guys what's going on for the ones who don't understand what's going on for real. Take a good look out there and see what's going on, and really pay attention to what's going on. You get what I'm saying? With all these megas in your states and your different cities and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Where the man in the Oval Office paid $20 million. It's a sad situation. So they know exactly what they're doing, but it's for the people to pay attention to what's going on. So that's why I say, live in your means. Don't live above your means. Live what you can afford. Go to work and afford what you can afford. Stop trying to be like the next person. You get what I'm saying? Get up, go to work, and go get the things that you can afford. Stop trying to sit back and live above your means and be somebody that you're not. You know what I mean? And shout out to those who doing that respectfully for real. We ain't out here to oppress nobody. We out here working, living for your family, and building something. All that trying to sit back and impress somebody, show off, cut that off for real. And how old you is, what, 45, 46? It's time to shut that down and cut that off. You was doing that when you was, what, 25 or something like that? So it's really time to go ahead and shut that down for real, to the point. You 45, be a grown adult and do real adult things. All that perping and trying to show off and trying to all that other type of stuff is irrelevant. It really don't mean nothing at the end of the day for real. Once you getting up here, you getting older, you're not getting younger. Like I say, we was doing these things when we was kids. As you done got older now, it's time to do adult things in more a different type of way. You get what I'm saying? And anyway, back to what I was talking about this government shutdown assistance thing. You got to think it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that's laid off. It's a lot of people that's off. Matter of fact, it's a lot of people that's laid off, and it's a lot of people that's working without pay. You get what I'm saying? So that's lightweight. If you really see the bigger picture to what's going on for real, this was really taking stack right now. You get what I'm saying? This is really what's going on right now. You guys need to wake up and pay what's really what's going on for real. You get what I'm saying? You got to think for real. You got to really think to see what's going on. You got to pay attention to all these cities. And when you have protesters marching in different type of cities in the streets for real, you need to wake up. American people need to wake up and understand what's going on. What's at stake in front of you. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of going. It's a lot of things that's going on. They trying to gut every type of program that you allow on. You get what I'm saying? So now it's really time to wake up for real. And like I say, for real, all these programs that people rely on, they finna get rid of them because they feel that people can get up and go to work for real. Why is we paying all these people money to stay at home and don't do nothing? You get what I'm saying? And you also gotta think it'd be the working tax people to get up and go to work to pay for these people to sit at home. And the government sent back looking at that like that's something we gotta slow down. We gotta stop that because we feel that some people with 2 arms and 2 legs, they can get up there. They can get up and go out there and get it. Jobs out there waiting for you to come. They waiting. They waiting for you to get on the computer. Put your application in for real. That's what we sent back waiting on for real. But too many people, Americans, they lazy. They don't want to get up and do that. So the government come in and say, you know what? We're going to stop these programs. We're going to slow some things down because we believe people can get up and go to work. See, the government been getting rigged ever since. You get what I'm saying? No, this is something that they saying, really real deal for real. That's why I need for y'all really pay attention to what's going on. This is something that they really saying for real. That's what's really going on. The government, they've been getting rigged. And like I told you guys before for it, other people's coming from different type of country getting this free agency and getting this free assistance and all that type of stuff. And they finna shut it down. You know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of millions and millions of people is going to catch hell. You know? You got people with families and stuff. People ain't going to really be able to feed their kids and all that other type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? That's really what's going on for real. You know? People ain't going to be able to go to them programs and get that free assistance that the government have funded. See, all these programs, all these food assistance programs that was funded by the government, they about to shut them down. They about to shut that down because they feel like they losing billions and billions of dollars, and they feel people can get up and go to work. So whilst we paying for people to sit at home every day, all day, don't do nothing, and the tax workers get up and go to work and pay for these people to sit at home and watch TV and eat whatever they want to eat and don't do nothing. You get what I'm saying? You got to understand that. You got to understand where I'm coming from. You got to feel where I'm coming from. This is exactly what's taking state. This is exactly what's going on for real. That's why I need for y'all to pay attention. Pay attention. Look what's in front of you. Look what's in stack. Look what's going on in front of you for real. Because some of y'all be asleep. Some of y'all really don't be knowing what's going on for real to the point. You know what I mean? And that's why we're here to deliver this message to the ones that don't understand what's going on for real. That will really finna hit you in probably about in a couple months at the end of this year going into 2026 for real. That's when things really about to start taking effect for real. People finna lose EBT. People finna lose their jobs. Yeah, it's a lot of going on for real. That's why you need to be aware of what's going on. Pay attention to what's going on. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of protesting going on from each state. You get what I'm saying? Because of what's going on up there. With your Mr. Orange Man. Yeah, it's a lot of things that's going on for real. It's finna be a lot of people's finna go hungry for real. Ain't finna be no more standing in them lines getting them free pantries for real. Because they finna gut them programs. That's exactly what's going on for real. You know what I mean? So that's why I say, man, get up, go to work, stack your money, get up and go to work. You know, live in your means. Don't buy things that you can't afford. You get what I'm saying? So stop going out there living in your means and bad things that you can't afford and live above your means, better things that you can. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta go out there and try to keep up with this person for real because you only got it like that to keep up with this person. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to live above your means for real. Some of y'all go out there and buy stuff that you can't afford. Now you be behind on your mortgage or your bills and stuff like that because you living above your means for real. You go buy a $200 pair of shoes for real. Your rent $350. Now you're $100 short on your rent for real because you want to prove a point for real. You moving backwards for real. You got to live above your means for real for the things that you can afford. You know what I mean? And stop trying to keep up with each individual for real. Live above your means. Go to work. Stack your money. You know what I mean? That's what you do. Get up, go to work, pay your bills, do whatever you need to do, and put some money away. Cause you don't need nothing. You're not trying to impress nobody. You're not trying to show off on nobody. You're not trying to do none of that. But get up and go to work, 9 to 5, right? That's what you should be getting up doing and taking care of your health, working out. That's exactly what you should be doing right now. You know what I mean? And that's real deal. Just having a little bit Sunny D light. I really don't like Sunny D light for real, but it's pretty slick for real for the time being for real. It's nothing that I'll go to the store and buy again, you know what I mean? But it's just something for right now to drink on just to get your taste buds a little bit together for real. But other than that, y'all, yeah, it's crazy. Go to work, do what you're supposed to do, stack your money, and stop chasing the materialistic things and stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Because if you don't got it, then you gotta live above your means. Don't go buy stuff that you know you can't afford. You get what I'm saying? And that's where you go wrong at. You get what I'm saying? And then when you do all that, you find your world struggling somewhere. Because you want to go out and press somebody, knowing you don't got the things that you got to go be able to afford to go buy what you need to go buy. Because you want to impress somebody for real. And when that bills come around, you lightweight kind of short. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying for real. You'll go buy these $200 pair of shoes and you know rent coming up next week for real. You're $100 short for real. Just because you want to go buy a pair of Jordans and go hit the club and impress somebody for real. You're moving a little backwards for real. You get what I'm saying? And it's crazy for real. But that's what's going on. That's what some of these people got going on, real deal. But yeah, it's finna go down out here. It really is for real. It's really finna go down for real. A lot of families finna start a lot of families finna see a lot of facts coming in for real. Give it to like the end of December going into 2026. Families will start seeing the fact coming in. You get what I'm saying? Because they finna gut all these agencies that was people giving that they was giving away food free food assistance. They finna cut them. And that's why I say it's finna be a lot of millions and millions Americans finna go hungry. Before because I'm get what I'm saying. They finna gut these agencies. Or they put it like this. If you want to continue to keep receiving them, then you got to get up and go work 20 hours. Yeah, that's what they're saying. If you want to receive these EBT assistance, then you got to get up and go work 20 hours. Whatever they want you to get up and go work. Either pick some strawberries, pick cotton, or whatever they want you to go do. Just order for you can remain these assistance coming in. You get what I mean? So they at least want you to get up and work 15 to 20 hours picking peanuts, spinach, peanuts, or picking tomatoes or whatever they want you to do for 20 hours just to receive these EBT assistance coming in for real. If you want to continue to keep receiving them. You get what I'm saying? But this is something that they want you to do because they feel that each individual, they got two arms and 2 legs. They feel that you can get up and go to work because they feel like they losing out on billions of dollars paying for these programs that people can get up and go to work. So that's what's at stake. Pay attention. That's what's going on right now. I need all Americans to pay attention, be at stake to what's going on in front of you. I'm quite sure you see it on TV every day. You see it too, what's going on for real. But some people don't really see it that way for real because they live with their own religion. You get what I'm saying? They get up and live their own religion lives and do what they do for real. So they really don't pay attention to what's going on up there in Washington. You know what I mean? Because they live in their everyday lives, live within their own means, doing whatever they want to do. But when that time comes and when it hits you, when it affects you, then you'll be like, because you don't pay attention. You wasn't paying attention to the market. You weren't paying attention what's at stake, what's in front of you. You get what I'm saying? So you was too busy getting up, doing on an everyday thing, going to do what you want to do for real. But when it hit you, you're going to be like, woo, I really didn't see that coming, but it was coming for real. That's something that they put in place going into the next year, 2026 for real, that with millions and millions of America will go hungry. So I'm just here to deliver the message, guys, and pay attention to what's going on. Go to work, save your money, stop living above your means, and afford the things that you can afford. And stop trying to impress the wrong people that you don't have to impress. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. God bless y'all. Put the Lord first. They prayed up in the name of Jesus Christ. And you guys have a good day, blessed day. Enjoy yourself. Pay attention. Stay focused. Stay focused. Pay attention. Know what's in front of you. Real deal. Because there's a lot going on. It really is. I say that is because it's a lot of going on to where people really not paying attention to what's going on. And I'm here to deliver this message to let y'all know what's going on respectfully if you don't know what's going on. Or watch the news for real. If you got that time to sit down and really, get that time to sit back and really watch the news and pay attention to what's going on, especially if you really don't know. You know what I mean? This is something that you need to know because this is some important stuff that's what's going on. This serious stuff was going on. I'm talking about like we finna have millions and millions of Americans finna go hungry within the next, 90 days when this stuff going to fact at the end of the year, going into 2026. Pay attention for real. You're finna have a lot of people that's finna really be hungry out here for real because they gutting these programs just to get to their billionaires. Take it from the poor and get to the rich. That's what's going on. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.